What's going on? That groove is so nice. Hello and welcome back to another video, and today's video we're going to be looking at another piece of video game music from Gear Strive, of course, and that will be the Gravity, which is Asuka's theme. So this is a blind reaction to this. Smack the microphone. This is a blind reaction to this, so I've not listened to this before, so what we're going to do is we're going to listen to it all the way through without stopping, and then we'll go through it again afterwards, and we'll stop at the start, and we'll talk about little bits during it. But before we do that, please do like the video if you enjoy it, subscribe to the channel as well, so you can be here for all of these videos that I do, and also follow my stream as well. Links in the description for that. But having said all of that, let's get straight into it. This is a longer song, so we want to get into it straight away. Don't know what to expect. It looks very dramatic already, but I'm expecting some... This has been highly requested, by the way. Oh, I should also say, leave a comment as well. Helps my videos, but also you can leave your requests for songs like this in the comments below. This was requested by quite a few people, so we're getting around to it right now. But let's get into it then, without delaying any further. The Gravity, Asuka's theme from Gear Strive in 3... Oh yes, I'll be writing notes as well. In 3, 2, 1, go. What the f... Oh! Okay. Oh my god! It's nice, nice, nice. Play back to history, answers within. Does existence happening? The reality of a truth. The reality of a truth. One, two. It's crazy. The reality of a truth. Reality. As the universe turns black. Okay, okay. Does meaning have meaning? Oh my god, we're not even halfway through. Alright. The beginning and the end are all the same. It can be true. Who said you won? I This is mad, man. Just does not stop, man. Does not let go.
Plays like the history answers within.
Okay. What's going on? That groove is so nice. God.
Some time later.
What? What do you even begin with that? Like, where do you even start? I gave up writing notes because it's just that we have heard some crazy songs before. Crazy songs. For me, this is just sits right at the top. This was insane in so many ways, and the song is nearly 7 minutes long, so we have to go through the whole thing again. So let's do that now. Not waste any time, and I'll try and give you some sort of analysis, but good God. All right, here we go. Right, so before we kick in, it starts off with these kind of like strings, synthy kind of string. It's got a bit of like a phaser on it, and it sounds godlike. Like, I don't know who Asuka is, but I would, if you were to tell me he was the person, or they were the person who invented this universe, they were the god, they were the creator. This is the kind of high level of drama that's brought into this song all the way through. And it's utterly relentless as well. For the entire near 7 minutes, this song was relentlessly huge. And it brings you in with these really, really dramatic strings, and then it carries on. And then we go into just the heaviest, most filthiest riff you've ever heard in your life. We're straight in as well, full speed, no build. We are in. We are going at the speed of light, and we've also got these weird, like, kind of minor semitone bends on this guitar as well, which is really kind of, you know, eerie. It's uncomfortable. It's it sets a tone of, you know, almost, I don't want to say evil, but definitely power. Definitely lots and lots of power. We obviously got strings underneath in the mix that kind of give a lot of a feel of like angelicness, of, you know, purity. And then on top of that, you have the crunchiest, most filthiest bass tone you've ever heard in your life. That is just utterly filth. It is really nice. Like, I love that bass tone is just like it's moving the earth. It is huge, 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 huge. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay. So, obviously we have this all things as they are, which then also gives me more feel towards this character is a deity, you know, and it's also kind of sung in this very choral, angelic, pure, higher voices with a weird effect on it as well, so it kind of fades in and out. And then you've got, in terms of the main motif, just you know, a very classic, proper, hard, heavy metal motif. I'm not sure, but it might, like, the main groove of this song, it might be my favorite groove so far, just because it's so big. Like, the sound is just enormous sound. And notice this as well, like, in that last bit, obviously, you had the drums going absolutely crazy as well, driving that force of franticness. And only if you've got like a synthy effect, but almost, I know it is synthy, but it sounds a bit more like a pitched up organ, but it's definitely a synth sound. And again, that's that kind of regal sound. It's that sound of like power, of ancient forces and things like that. That's the kind of thing that it gives you, and it's laid underneath it in the mix to keep pushing that theme. And this character's obviously mystical when he's got the universe in his cape, for God's sake. Like, this character seems to me like it's got to be one of, if not the most powerful character in the game from the music. That's what it's telling me anyway. Okay, so there's a bit to talk about there. I'm going to try not to stop it as much as I usually do because this song's so long. So I'm going to give bigger gaps next time. But you could tell when the instruments were a bit more muted when the vocal came in to allow that to go through. As I said with a few songs, with heavy metal, you've got two choices with how to tackle the vocal. You have to go extremely gritty and you know, chesty and like very masculine sounding, like the singer is here, or you go really high pitched, like you know, like an Iron Maiden or something like that, because that will actually cut through the mix. But muting the instruments allows to have that gravelly voice in and puts it to the forefront, particularly when the instruments have been so high in the, you know, pushed forward prior to that. And yeah, I like how the vocal, although it is there and it's kind of strong and, as I said, gritty, but it starts off quite laid back, kind of not, I don't want to say nonchalant, but again, is almost the feel of this character knows how powerful they are. That's what I'm kind of getting. But yeah, let's go.
Play back to history, answers within. Does existence happening?
I said I wasn't going to stop it as much. Oh, let's go to the end of the chorus. Let's go.
The reality of a truth. What should we accept? The reality of a truth. Reality.
All right, I have to stop before we get to this section. Okay, so we've got the obviously before we go into that motif, we have the that section. We have this organ play, and again, as I said, that's that kind of regal, very powerful sound that brings us into the next section, whilst also having this kind of very staccato dun 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 on the vocal, which is very operatic. It's very Queen, or just like pure dramatic musical opera. Like that's the influence, and that's why I'm saying like the spectacle is so high, because it's using all these techniques from genres and artists that are known for having a high spectacle, and this is why. But let's go into this section now.
The universe turned black. Take the sun and defy fate. Beyond the all, do you recognize me? Does meaning have meaning?
Okay, yeah, and to add to that, you kind of had that slow, again, kind of musical theatre style bridge of the song. Does meaning have meaning as well? Going slow. I mean, obviously, it allows you to jump back into the song, gives you a breath as well for the listener, so it's not just the same all the way through. Particularly with a long song, you don't want it to be all the same all the time. And yeah, it adds. The thing is, when you give it that breath and that rest, and you kind of take a completely different tactic on the music, it then allows the listener to focus in more on particular song lyrics, and does meaning have meaning is clearly the inner dialogue of this character. I think this is the main thing, that he's trying to find meaning within finding meaning, or something like that. It's very, very meta. Very, very meta, but very, very interesting. All right, let's go. Oh, yeah. All right. So we've kind of got this synthy kind of boingy sound, for lack of a better phrase. That's kind of very sci-fi in a way, very alien. I noticed it's got the universe in his coat, as I said before. So is this an otherworldly presence, this character? And also you've just got the filthiest, funkiest slap bass you've heard in your life. Like, again, I love it when songs utilize bass, because it is more than just, laying down the rhythm. It can be so much more, and it is being used a lot here. And it's such a punchy and powerful instrument, especially when it's brought forward into the forefront. So, it's just such a nice sound, and a nice adding of color and variety into the song. And let's carry on.
The beginning and the end are all the same. It can be.
And notice now how we've had this kind of operatic break, and now the song is building again, and you can tell those it's building up into more drama, because the drums, as it's before, as I said, were going crazy, but now it's just that bam, ba, 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 ba. The riff is more muted, and now we're kind of getting a different flavour to the lyrics and the story we're being told.
Who said you're on? I wish an influence share like this. I'm super divine, truth seeker, and rising.
I don't even know where to start with that, really, to be honest, with that guitar section, because it was just insane. Like, what I will say is, like, they, and this is going to sound dumb to start with, but in that section, they played a lot of notes. Now, let me explain why that's poignant. Because it's, when you get taught to play an instrument, you can kind of fall into the trap of trying to play, and it's particularly when you're trying to start improvising and things like that, playing too many notes, and then you'll get taught, learn to, you know, feel the breaths in the song and try and find the melody. So it's very, very difficult to play that many notes and have a melody, and have a melodic solo, of which they did. And it suits the style, it suits the song to have that crazy, just legato style, sweep picking style solo, which is incredibly technical. And I often find with incredibly technical music, I don't like it as much because it's not as melodic, but this is, and it kind of fits the profile, and it's just, I mean, I can't fault it, really. I can't fault it at all.
Find it, something unseen. Play back the history, answers within.
Back to Giopala.
What fact should we accept? The reality of truth.
Okay, so obviously I'm just going to say, because I don't want this video to be too long. It already is too long. Well, obviously we have this really high falsetto, which can take us into the next section, because it's different from the grittiness and the heaviness of what we've had before, and then we go into this big opera bit here. I'm not sure when that stopped, but when the camera stopped, but we'll carry on from it.
Holds all the answers.
I'll let go to the end. I'll let go to the end. That's just so ethereal, that sound. Okay. Now, that last section that I didn't pause in, we could probably go over and dissect for another 20 minutes. However, no one's going to watch an hour-long video of this. So, what I will say is obviously, as I said, that kind of the song, how it, the song ends how it starts. Very, often used with the Guilty Gear soundtrack. Very ethereal, very, very powerful. It uses that last section is basically, as I said in other songs, this feels like a musical theatre finale because it has all the layering and it adds in all the motifs of previous moments in the song to remind you of them, and it has all these amazing callbacks. And it's just huge and it's very grand, it's very massive. And to me, this song feels like the finale of the soundtrack, at least so far. I would be very surprised if there was a song in here more grand and has more spectacle than this. I mean, if there is, I don't know if I would be surprised actually, to be honest. But if there is, let me know, and I will watch that one next, definitely. But let me know what you thought of this grand epic song, this anthem, in the comments below. What did you like? What did you not like about it? Where does this kind of sit in your rank of Guilty Gear songs? And what should we listen to next from Guilty Gear or anywhere else? The Strive or the older games or any game really. Let me know in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it. It was a long one, so I'd appreciate if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel. And follow my stream. And having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye bye.